The dead were walking among us, and it was all my fault. I've always been able to see spirits, dead animals, mostly. These days, no one needed a sixth sense to see dead folk. They were rising faster than a teenage boy with a Victoria's Secret catalog. And no one wanted to see a stiff, or a stiffy, popping up where it didn't belong. So far, the resurrections were limited to the region around the lake. If what we read in the Book of the Dead was true, it was only a matter of time before the problem spread. These dead weren't zombies, no snarling, grunting, or taste for brains. They appeared the same as they were in life. They went back to their families. But the prophecy in the book said the dead would rise to rule the world. Maybe the dead were ignorant of their destiny? Maybe they were biding their time until they had the numbers to make a serious play at world domination. So far, no one had risen who hadn't died recently. It wasn't like ancient badasses from the past were coming back to lead armies or whatever. Rednecks, fishermen, and drowned drunk boaters. Not the kind of folk anyone would ever mistake for a threat to the world order. I suspected even that was bound to change sooner or later. When I wasn't working, Gareth and I were hitting the local cemeteries and checking for disturbed graves. If we caught anyone trying to claw their way out of the ground, I could put on my Isis ring, access my goddess powers, and stop it. Not like it would do much good. With the veil between the living and the dead thinner than plastic wrap, dropping the dead was like a game of whack-a-mole. The playing board was too big, even if the resurrections were local, and I was the only mallet capable of bopping the dead on the head. At least, I was the only one who could stop them from rising before it was too late, before they came to, remembered who they were, and returned to their families. Sure, someone could knock them off later in the usual way. At that point, it got all sticky, ethically and legally speaking. As I trudged through the cemetery with Gareth, I couldn't help but feel like we were playing a losing game. The dead kept popping up, with no way to predict where they would come from next. It was like trying to plug a leaky dam with a sieve. "Briar, you okay?" Gareth asked, with concern etched on his face. I nodded, trying to shake off the feeling of dread settling over me. "Yeah, I'm good. Just tired, I guess." He didn't look convinced, but he didn't press the issue. "Are you mad at me?" I sighed. Freaking men and their insecurities. Couldn't a girl have a little PMS without the men in their lives thinking we were angry at them? "Why would you think I'm mad at you?" Gareth shrugged. "I don't know. I was the one who asked you to raise the people I'd killed. I was wrong." I took a deep breath. "Yeah, you were, but it's not like you knew better. You were trying to fix your past. If I could fix the past, I'd do a few things differently too."